Howdy, my name is Abby Miller. I am a senior accounting major from Southlake, Texas, and I participated on the May study abroad in Barcelona, Spain, which is a 5-week program where we took 2 management classes. So I grew as a person on this trip because I think you get so much more of an appreciation for the different cultures and what's going on outside the world. And we are so consumed in what's going on in America and Texas, and so I think seeing what else is out there was such opened my perspective. I think another way I grew on the trip was you have very limited communication with your family and your friends back home, and so you have to learn to depend on the people that are on the trip with you. And so I think kind of building that community in a foreign country and with people that you may or may not have known very well beforehand was such a cool experience. And one thing that really made my trip so special was in Spain, I think the culture as a whole, they don't rely on their phones like we do in the United States. And so and we didn't have reception when we were there, so none of us were on our phones. And so the conversations that we got to have on the bus rides back and forth and just walking through the city and people actually looking up and looking at you was such a neat experience. And so I think the growth also came from really experiencing the country with a group of friends that became lifelong friends on the trip, and really we challenged each other to really think about what was going on and what we were seeing and the differences that we observed from Spain and the other places that we traveled. So I would definitely say the people made the biggest impact and helped me grow personally, and I think it'll help me grow professionally as well, having that. So the biggest thing I learned about the difference in culture is that in Spain they really do put family first, and so this was seen in our company visits and just walking around in Spain. And I think in America we think that we do, and we say family's our first priority, but when it comes down to it, we're very work-oriented and task-oriented, and it's hard for us to let that go. And in Spain it was just evident, whether it was planning the trip or they take their time and they are not in no hurry to get things done. And go abroad because you'll make lifelong friendships and be able to grow like you never imagined before. If you're on the fence about studying abroad, what I would say is that this truly is a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity. I don't think I'll ever have the opportunity to spend 5 weeks in a foreign country, and that was unique to my program, but just the having that time and that growth was incredible. I think one thing is people want you to go abroad, so there's a ton of scholarship money and funding that you can get. So if financially it's what might be holding you back, explore your options and see what else might be out there. I'll also say from a professional perspective, I just went through recruiting for PPA, and in all my interviews and even whenever I was on my internship, what people were most interested in and what they wanted to talk about was my time abroad. And so it was invaluable from being able to communicate that and talk about what I learned from a culture difference and perspective. And I think another thing with that is I'm in an international accounting class, and our world is moving towards being global, and having just a perspective, like whenever we read an article and they're talking about Italy or Spain or London, I can at least picture what that's like there, and it just gives you so much more of an understanding of the world and the people and what they're going through there. And so man, I would just challenge you to go, and people will help you get there, but it was the best experience that I've had in college, and if I could go back, I definitely would, because it was just absolutely wonderful and just a great growing opportunity.